JD Vance looks like a composite of every guy that's called you a bitch on Bumble.
JD Vance looks like you told Chat GPT to draw a guy who says, "M'lady." What are we doing?
I thought it was good. JD Vance is confusing because his rhetoric wants us to panic about immigrants, but his eyeliner wants us to panic at the disco.
Okay, so that obviously is Cecily Stong with Eric Swalwell, the comedy duo that you never expected, but not actually bad. And you expect Cecily Stong to knock it out of the park. She's one of the best all-time members of SNL. Her presence is sorely missed, most of all by me. But I didn't expect Swalwell. That was not a bad line, actually. I kind of like it. The delivery is a little bit rough. He's not a professional comedian. We're not gonna be too hard on him, but I like this. Again, they're organizing for Harris. They're raising money for Harris. They're trying to keep the vibes light and happy. And to that end, let's get into a little bit more of what happened.
JD Vance has been such a mistake. Trump keeps calling him Eric.
I'm not surprised JD Vance is so anti-choice, since having no other option is the only reason he's Trump's running mate.
Trump wearing a maxi pad on his ear is the most support he has ever shown for women's reproductive health. There's speculation that Trump is unhappy with Vance and is thinking about getting rid of him, but he better hurry because it's been 6 weeks.
JD Vance has some very strange and upsetting positions, honestly. Just ask his couch.
JD claims to be the voice of the Rust Belt, which is only true if we are talking about his belt after he f***s an orange couch.
Okay, so there's a couple good lines there, and even Swalwell had one good one. By the way, I love that the couch stuff is sticking around, and like any conservatives in the audience or whatever, don't be like, yeah, it's not true. No, everybody knows it's not true. The issue for you is that it's hilarious. Nobody thinks it's true. Nobody's choosing to support them or not based on the couch thing. It's just funny. I'm sorry, it is. I love Cecily Stong.
A storm is tearing up the digital media industry. Only our audience can save us in these difficult times. Help us reach our goal of 100,000 new members at tyt.com/team.
All I've wanted over the past couple of years is have a reason, an excuse to talk about Cecily Stong on this show, and she's now provided it. And I love her lines. I want her to do a stand-up set, literally that set, just put it together, practice it or whatever. But in particular, I like that last joke, she sort of hesitated on it. She does a lot of like raunchy stuff or whatever, but even for her, I think it started to get her, and I love it. I love that she's having fun with it. I love everybody having fun in these dark times. But I want to mix it up. It wasn't just stand-up on the comics for Harris. You also had some musical acts. So we're gonna end with Nick Offerman.
When he mocked the disabled and war heroes, I looked the other way. He said to march on the Capitol, well, if the president says it's okay. And I don't mind sex with porn stars, I'd do it too if I had the guts. But when it comes to the furniture, well, that's just nuts. So I'm proud to be a Kamala man who has quit the GOP. Cause I just can't abide a man who's tried for 34 felonies. And it's time to stand up and face the fact that the men that I once cheered are a bunch of wingnut white nationalists. Well, those guys are weird.
That's really funny. I didn't know he apparently used to be conservative, I guess. I didn't know that. I know that he had the character or whatever, but the great song, very funny. It feels like he was kind of riffing, and I love it. Again, like, this has always been the case, but I feel like ever since Joe Biden dropped out, it's become more true than ever. Like, we have a lot of burdens on our side of the aisle of seeing actual problems, caring about the people that are affected by it, and striving to change it. It is much more difficult to be on our side than on their side, where all you do is just you spin the wheel of cruelty, choose a group, and then attack them, okay? It's harder to be on our side, but also we have more fun, we have more joy, we're capable of it. We're capable of our own joy, we're capable of appreciating the joy of others. And that is even more obvious now. Everybody on our side is having fun, okay? They're attacking and they're hating, they're lying about Algerian boxers and stuff like that. They're just weird. Again, they throw around the term woke scolds or whatever. They're the scolds. We're actually enjoying life. We're enjoying art, and you can see it on demonstration right there. And by the way, that was my excuse to have Cecily Strong, my favorite SNL person of all time, on the show briefly. But you know what would be even better? Having Cecily Strong on the show to talk about politics, talk about the election. And I don't know if I can make that happen, but if you guys send messages, maybe it happens. I think she's awesome. Would love to have her on. Nick Offerman as well. It'd be totally cool. But mostly Cecily Strong. Anyway, let's see if we can make that happen. Thanks for watching our video. Did you know that you can support our show by becoming a subscriber? Just click the subscribe button and also ring the bell so that you get notifications when we're live or when we post new content.